What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, the king of quitting YouTube for a month is back. And today we are going to be ranking not all of the women in WWE, but we're doing every single main roster woman and some of the bigger NXT names. So, here are our rankings. We have the GOAT, so obviously they're like the best. The people who have put on the best matches, the people that have won championships, the people that have the most charisma. Hall of Fame. So here's people who I think are going to be future Hall of Famers, and some people on this list are possibly already Hall of Famers. Uh, Trish. But main event level. So these are people that they could main event a Raw, they could main event like a show, and I wouldn't be complaining. Like, they deserve that. Great. So this is like pretty average, I would say. Like, they're doing pretty great for themselves. I think they're doing great work. Obviously, there's room for improvement to that next main event level, but they're not currently at that level. We have underutilized. So here's like the people who are stars, but are not being utilized how they should be used. And then, bye bye. And another way to put this is future endeavored. But we don't talk about that anymore. I'm just saying, like, they could leave WWE and nothing would change. But let's start off with Alba Fire from SmackDown. I think Alba Fire is doing really good for herself. She is the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion, period. She's had spectacular matches, and already they've been called up. They've had like 2 matches, her and Isla Dawn, and they're already being thrust into a program with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, 2 pretty high level superstars and multiple time champions. So I wouldn't put her in main event level quite yet, but I think she's doing pretty great for herself. Lyra Valkyria. Okay, y'all might hate me, but I'm gonna put her in great, but I'm gonna put her pretty low in great. I think she's doing pretty good for herself. I just don't personally like her very much. I find her fairly uncharismatic. So yeah, I'll put her in because she's not really being underutilized. Like, her talent has been on display, but I just don't feel like it should be as displayed as it should be. Again, there's room for debate. Asuka, girl, Hall of Fame, period. There's no question about that. That she is one of the best. And especially, like, if 2 months ago you asked me to make this ranking, I don't think she would be in Hall of Fame, because the way they've been using her the past few years has been, we don't talk about that because it hasn't been good. And she won the championship from one of the most, if not the most dominant women's champion or that we've seen. Like, she was the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion of all time. So I will put Asuka in the Hall of Fame. BFAB, don't play with me. They've had a chance. This heel turn, it did so much for them. No, it didn't do anything. Honestly, like, girl, just stop. Like, honestly, if they disappear, like, nobody would notice. Bailey, I'm gonna put her in main event level. Like, if she main events a SmackDown or a Raw, like, I wouldn't be complaining. I just don't think the way they're using her right now is very good. Like, I get that they're trying to progress this damage control storyline, but honestly, I feel like they should have just bring back Bailey by herself. Like, it's not damage control. If anything, has hurt her career more than it's helped her. Of course, it bring up Dakota Kai and Io Sky, who, I mean, are doing decent, but also being in that faction is just like a curse. Like, when's the last time she won a match? Like, this girl being pinned by like Shotzi and stuff. It's honestly like kind of sad, and she does not deserve that. But um, she does deserve it to be in the main event, and she's a main event level talent, and she's had the spotlight on her for what, the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Championship run of all time. Blair Davenport of NXT. I don't want to say great, but let's add a category under here. Add a row below. Let's call this one not new. That's weird. We're gonna name this one Give It Time. Give It Time. I think if she gives it time, then she'll be a star. Obviously, she's had some stuff in NXT UK. I personally haven't seen those things. I know that she is well received by a lot of those NXT UK Once Upon a Time fans. Personally, I like her. I like how they're going so far with this rise of Blair. She was this mystery attacker. I really hope they play into that more in the upcoming NXT shows. I hope she has like a promo to explain why she did that. Because if they don't do that, then she's gonna be bumped down a low. Becky Lynch, period. She's the GOAT. Like, honestly, like, the work she does is so incredible. Like, you could put her into a program with Shotzi or something, and she could somehow make it interesting because she's that good. Like, obviously, everyone has like mess ups. Like, that Becky Lynch Bailey program was rather disappointing in my opinion, but then again, the Bianca Becky storyline and the matches were incredible. And same with her matches and storylines with the likes of Charlotte Flair and Devin 100%, Sasha Banks, or Mercedes. So, honestly, I think she is in the GOAT status. Bianca Belair, so in the past 3 years, she's really made a name for herself, like 100%. I don't think she's really like Hall of Fame there. I'd put her above Bailey in this case, because Bailey has been like, it's been questionable lately, but Bianca, wow. I mean, like, her title runs, like, when it comes around, like, the title run itself wasn't, like, the most memorable part. I feel like her chasing the title is a lot more entertaining and a lot more fun. I'm just waiting for her to, like, turn heel to bring in some new flavor to herself. The reason why I'm not putting her in Hall of Fame and 100% not GOAT status is because, again, she's been on the main roster for less than 3 years, or maybe a little bit more than 3 years. So if she gives it a teeny bit of time, like maybe like 2 years from now, I'll probably put her in Hall of Fame status. Candice LeRae is underutilized. Let's be honest here. For y'all, black and gold brand, not current, but like 2019 to, or not 2019, like before Nickelodeon NXT, Candice LeRae was really entertaining, and she would put on really fun matches with the likes of Io Sky at the time, Io Shirai, and I think she's really being underutilized in the sense that she's like an enhancement talent, or someone like they're just like, oh, like, want to give Io or something a big win, put her in the match or something, but it's not a big win because they haven't used her right. I hope this reunion of the Way faction will give it or give her some new flavor and actually have her wrestle more often. Charlotte Flair, I think she's the GOAT. Honestly, like, the four horsewomen, I mean, other than Bailey, like, they're really high up there. Obviously, I've explained why Bailey is not a GOAT yet. But Charlotte Flair, you might hate her, you might love her, you might be indifferent to her, but you got to admit, when she steps into that ring, she puts on a show, and that's a show that I will watch any day, any night, any time that she is on television. You might hate that she wins all these championships, but honestly, she is that damn good. Chelsea Green. I'm gonna put her in great. I'll put her below Alba, but above Lyra. So this might be a little debatable with some people, but I think Chelsea Green, I really like how she's going right now. I wish she would wrestle more often, and like, this Karen persona is like entertaining. I'm just hoping for her, like, I don't want this persona to be her entire like, I don't want her to be this Karen gimmick for a long time. I hope she like goes like full heel and like turns on Sonya, and they can have like a program or something. Because if you watch Impact, like, you know, Chelsea Green is really good. I just wish she would wrestle more often, and I don't think, other than like tag matches, that she's actually won like any singles matches. So I feel like she should be a little more up there, but I like where she's going right now. Cora Jade. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I think if she doesn't get called up soon, like, if she stays down in NXT for like another year, I think she's gonna be champion. She has, like, if you asked me about 2021, like, baby Cora, no. Right now, Cora is honestly doing so damn good. She may not be like winning every single match. She may have lost against Lyra for some dumb reason, but she is entertaining, especially her mic skills. 100%, I will bring her up and I will push her. Dakota Kai. I put her between Give It Time and Underutilized, but I think I'm gonna say give her a little bit of time. She's been on the main roster for less than a year, and she has been injured for the past few weeks or month or something, and I really hope that they push her because I really love Dakota Kai so much, and she's so good. But if they don't see that, then maybe it's just me. I just think, personally, that Dakota Kai is a star, but she needs that push. And now that I have this category, Lyra, girl, bye-bye. Dana Brooke. One of the most underutilized talents that's on this roster right now. If we're being on, like, other than like Tamina, probably very, very underutilized. Like, I hope this NXT thing that she's doing now will honestly be like a resurgence, kind of like what they did with Mandy. Honestly, I think that's what's best for her career right now. and she would look so damn good in that title. Um, but that's my take on it. I don't think she should. I don't want her to get released because I really like Dana, but I think she needs to get a push. And this NXT thing is going to do it. Emma, bye. No, no, no. Like, I don't even think I have to explain this. What has she done? Like, she can take her husband, or are they married? Her husband, Madcap, or whatever, and they can waltz out of the WWE, and guess what would change? Yeah, I'm waiting. Nothing. Nothing will change. Gigi. Yeah. I would put Gigi above Chelsea. I feel like she's really resonating with me. Gigi Dolan is honestly like a future star, and she's honestly really become a fan favorite with the audience. And that's really great because she's really good. And recently, like her program, I really liked that JC Jane Gigi program because it really allowed both of them to shine. And speaking of which, I'm also going to put JC Jane in the great category. But if I'm being honest, I think I'm going to put her above Gigi in this case. I feel like her turning full heel is really good because she's shining in that role. I probably would not turn her face because I really like her as like really dark heel, and the work she was doing against Gigi in that cage match was super entertaining. Indy Hartwell. I'm going to say she's doing great, but I'm going to put it the lowest for that category. Obviously, she hasn't had a match in a while because she was indeed injured. And I really hope this Way thing is honestly going to bring all of them to the top. I just like, ever since, like, she's really good. And I really like her. Obviously, I used to have different opinions about that, but I really like her, and I think this would be a fun tag team. EO. Do I have to explain? Like, EO Sky, like, if she doesn't win Money in the Bank, who do I fight? Like, Triple H in the back, like, making, who? Lacey Evans win Money in the Bank? No, she's winning. She will win Money in the Bank. She will be a champion in this industry. That title reign, honestly, like, the promos, like, they're really entertaining to watch. And especially if you go back and watch YouTube videos of, like, them being translated, honestly, like, she's really savage. But she's also one of the most entertaining superstars in this women's division, and her winning a title will honestly bring so much life to the division, because her NXT title reign, like, those matches were incredible, and she's so incredible in that ring, and she honestly really deserves it. Isla, I know she hasn't been here very long, but same thing with Alba. I think she's doing really good for herself. She's being in a program with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. She's a champion. And whenever they do decide to run back Alba versus Isla, I think that's going to be entertaining. Yeah, period. KC, Cat, and so I'm just going to put both of these at the top. Yeah. No competition right now. Like, honestly, sure, they had one match at on Raw since being called up, but dang, they're so fun to watch. Like, they made Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, like, I firmly believe that they're going to be the ones to defeat Ronda and Shayna because they deserve it, and they're so entertaining to watch. And imagine them on a WrestleMania. Like, their entrance, like, what are they, like, gonna bring out a cannon of smoke? they're just so entertaining to watch, and they deserve everything that they've accomplished. I think Lacey Evans is being underutilized. Um, I know it's just like something about this gimmick feels like wrong. And no, I'm not talking about Sergeant Slaughter going off on her on Twitter. Um, I guess it's not really the gimmick entirely, it's also the booking. Um, like, two, or not two, like 3 years ago, she was put into a WrestleMania match with Bailey, the champion. And now they're having her face, like, enhancement talent. Um, like Shotzi or something. Not saying Shotzi's enhancement talent, but like maybe a little bit. I just think like she has the charisma to get over with the audience, or maybe not get over, but like get heat. Liv Morgan, I think she's doing great. I don't think she's at, where did I put her? I would put her above Alba. I think she's doing pretty great for herself. I would put, the reason why I'm not putting her in main event level, and that might be a hot take, is honestly like that title run, like I felt like it hurt Morgan more than it helped her, because that reign was just awful, if we're being like straight up. And she's still like on the rise and being pushed, and she probably has another championship reign in her future. I just don't think she's at the main event level right now. But you know who is? Meiko Satomura. And for you guys who don't know this, she's honestly a legend. She's been in multiple companies. I believe she was in WCW. She's been in WWE, multiple indies, and she's really, really entertaining, and honestly just like super, super good in the ring. You know, it would be a banger of a match. Io versus Mako whenever she gets called up from NXT. She doesn't belong down there. I mean, she's entertaining, but main roster incoming. They better look out because she's a star. Michin, I'd say give it time. I think NXT, like all these people, like I could go on about how a lot of these people were better in NXT than what they are doing right now. Like there's multiple examples, like Emma, Candice, Michin, and even Dakota were better in NXT than what they're doing now. My main problem with it is, one, like, when's the last time we got a Mia Yim or Michin? Like, has she ever been on the microphone since she came back in, like, November or whatever? No, I don't, I might be wrong, but I don't think she has. If you could let her shine on that, I don't know what else to say about that. I just wish, and she should just win more matches, to be honest. You know, with her booking right now, it's questionable, but I think Natalya is going to be in the Hall of Fame. If we're being straight up, right now, like, if we had, like, the past 3 months, like, she debuted 3 months ago, and I saw what she's been doing since, she'd be in bye-bye, because honestly it's not been good. They're having like this, I guess it might be a gimmick change, maybe a heel turn, coming soon, and I hope that really gets her to actually win matches. But like the amount of stuff she's done in her career, she honestly deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and there's no question about that. Nikki Cross. I'm sorry, y'all might hate me, but like, it's very debatable. And I'm welcome to debate in the comments with y'all, or you guys can debate among each other. But Nikki Cross, like, I mean, been given so many, like, when I say so many, I mean so many opportunities to shine, and she honestly hasn't. Like, she's won gold and still didn't shine. Like, if you want any examples, 2020 she faced Bailey how many times for the SmackDown Women's title, and like that didn't help her get over. She didn't use that to get over. Then she won Money in the Bank, won a championship, and that like got her over, but it didn't help her career at all. And like right now, like I even barely even see her on television, and like if she, again, same thing with BFAB. If she disappears, nobody's gonna notice because she's not that big. Nikita Lyons. I'm gonna say give it time. This is one that because I really, really like Nikita. I think she's really entertaining in the ring, and my main problem is that, and it's not her fault whatsoever, is since her little injury, we haven't really seen her, and we didn't have much time to get adjusted to her before she became injured, and that was mainly the problem, and that's completely not her fault. Piper Niven. I'm gonna say underutilized. I'll put her above Lacey. I just think, like, NXT UK, she did really good and all of that stuff. I just think on the main roster, she's been nothing but really a jobber. Just something to make people look like stronger, but why can't you make her look stronger? She deserves that. Raquel Raquel Rodriguez, my bad. I'll put her above Gigi. No, I'll put her above Chelsea. I think Raquel's, like, she's doing pretty good. I just don't. This whole tag team stuff is dumb. She's won like 3 titles, or what? Like 2 women's tag team titles with like random people that she gets thrown together with. And she just, like, I can't see her shining. Like, or not shining, like, she can shine, yeah. But I can't see her shining in the role that she's in right now. And it's honestly really sad because I really liked Raquel in NXT and she did really good there. I just really wish she would bring back that gimmick. This whole smiley, I'm pretty girl. It's not doing her wonders. It's not. If she turns heel, like, that would be the best for her right now. Like, just get her out of the tag team division. Please, anything. Rhea, I'm not Hall of Fame at all, but I'm going to put her at the top of main event level town. I'll put her below Bianca. She's doing really good. My only real complaint with her, again, it's the same thing as Bianca. She hasn't really had time to shine, or she's had time to shine, but like, she's been on the main roster for like 2 years, since like 2021, and she's won multiple women's titles, and that's really good for her, and I'm happy for her for that. My just complaint with that was, or is, that she's just like kind of becoming a little boring and should turn heel, I think. Wait, no, that's Rhea, my bad. She has no storylines with women currently. Like, this whole Judgment Day stuff is like pretty cool, but I just think that it's just like, I get she's like injured right now and she can't fight, but at the same time, I feel like you can have a promo with a non-contact promo with a woman to set up a storyline for like later down the line. Like you could already be working on your SummerSlam match right now, but they're choosing to just have her like, I don't know. She's had the title for over 2 months already, and it's been really underwhelming. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like her first storyline. Like, the Zelina thing was like, it was cool and it was a pretty fun match, but like, there wasn't an insane amount of build to it. That was my complaint. And then right after that, like, without like any call out promos or anything really building up, they just like threw together Natalia and Rhea into a match, and then it became a squash match that honestly just should have been on a Raw. Like, it didn't have any business belonging on Night of Champions. Again, I guess she was injured, but like, if you wanted a squash match, it should not have been at a pay-per-view. And since then, like, it's been like 3 weeks since Night of Champions. I don't think she's seen another woman face to face since, like, to be honest, like, almost at all. It's like sad because I really like Rhea, but they need to give her better storylines and they need to book her better. Because if they don't do that, honestly, like at this point, I'm hoping that Rhea is the one that gets cashed in on. Don't want to say it, but yeah. Ronda, you might not like it, but she's a main event level talent. So far from what I've seen with this whole tag team thing with Shayna, like, it didn't start great. The WrestleMania match was like mid. Well, like, the match itself wasn't bad, but like the ending was bad. They just like gave them the win and stuff. But it was the right decision to have them win the titles, because like, if their first match, like, they're already probably having more defenses than most of the tag team title winners have had. Like, honestly, most of them have had 1 or 0. 0 is the most common. Or not 0 defenses, just like 0 wins. In their match with Katana, or her match with Katana and Kaden Carter, was really entertaining. And then like 4 days later, they're already setting up a unification match for some SmackDown, or possibly even a pay-per-view down the line. Okay, Roxanne Perez. I'm debating. I'm gonna put her at the top of great. Yeah. Roxanne Perez has really resonated with the fans. She beat one of the most recent and most dominant women's champions at all. Not NXT, just in general. And she really got over. She has so much ring potential, or not ring potential. She's so good in the ring, and she deserves everything that she's got. It's just that what she's been doing lately, by that I mean nothing, is she doesn't deserve that. Like, honestly, she should have been called up. Valhalla. I'll say underutilized because I don't think she's had a match. I don't think she's really done anything other than being the Viking Raiders manager, and even then, that's not really good for her because she hasn't been doing anything. Yeah, Scarlett, same thing. Actually, I'll put her in Give It Time, because she's having at the time of recording, she's having a match on this SmackDown, a tag team match with Carrion. I hope that turns out good because I know she can wrestle, and she's all like pretty entertaining if you give her the chance to shine on the mic or in the ring. I'll say Shayna Baszler. My bad. Shayna, I'll put her right above Alba. Again, same thing as Ronda. She's been doing pretty good. She was really, really good in NXT. Like, if you saw her title run, you know, like she beat Bailey while she was in NXT. Like on a pay-per-view in the main event, she won. I feel like she's been underutilized since, but I hope this tag title run really boosts the titles and her. Shotzi. I know y'all love her, but I don't. Honestly, Botchamania, like, I was rewatching the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match from 2022, like a few weeks ago. She botched like every single move that she did, to the point that she botched her finisher so bad she busted her head open. I If I were the bookers, I wouldn't trust that in my to have her be doing what she's doing, especially like even like 2 months after they decided to give her a title match, and you guys know how that ended. The match was awful. Sonya, I'll put her right below. I'll put her at the end of great. Same thing as Chelsea. I really like her gimmick. Not really the same, but yeah. I think she's doing really good. Okay, next up we have Tamina. I don't think I have to explain this. She's underutilized. Tegan Knox, same thing. She's really underutilized. She came back. Like, I don't even know if she's in the company anymore. She had like 2 matches, then disappeared. It's been like 3 months. Thea Hale, give it time. The reason why I'm not putting her in underutilized is because she's not being underutilized. She's actually having an NXT Women's title match at the time of recording in like 2 weeks. And that's doing nothing but helping her. She also beat Cora somehow. Tiffany Stratton. I In a few months I would put her in main event level, but I think she just needs like a little bit more time as champion. She's very charismatic. She's one of the best women in the NXT brand, ring wise. And honestly, like I'm just like, it's Tiffy time, girl. So the image might be worse, but like Trish Stratus, don't play with me. She is the GOAT. There is no question about that. There is no question about that. Because she really sprang this women's division. Like, you wouldn't see the women doing all of this without Trish. So I just like to say thank you, Trish. Xylee, no questions. Zelina, I'd put her pretty high up there. I'd put her below Roxanne. She's doing really good. I never expected to see Zelina being this good as a face. I really like what she's doing with the LWO. And I really like she's a really high contender for the Money in the Bank ladder match, and a lot of people think she is gonna win. And our final girl, Zoe Stark. I am a huge Zoe Stark fan. I think she's doing really good. Um, she had like two matches, and then she had this whole Trish Stratus thing. Like, if they trust you, that like they really trust her. Um, she was instantly thrust into a program with Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, two who are honestly goats in this women's division, and like that says a lot. And honestly, she really deserves that because she's really good. I'm a really big fan of her, and I think she's really entertaining. And I thought she was going to be the one to defeat Mandy at some point. So you're welcome to go debate in the comments. I know y'all going to be talking about this Shotzi one. I'm not changing my answer. Um, but yeah, that's my take on women's wrestling as of right now, and or the roster. You might be missing some of your favorites like Alexa or Lita, but they're not really currently active. Alexa's pregnant, so's Carmella. So that's why all these people are gone. I'm just doing. I guess that doesn't really give me the right to put Nikita on this list because she's injured, but like, it's fine. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry about leaving all the time. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Bye, y'all.